spiritual and not religious drew us to scichic.com and its dating section linked in the footer.
It's a new launch, and we want you to register in hopes that you find a lover, partner, and a friend beyond a traditional introduction, breaking views of cultural perception.
Tell your friends now.
Hello, hello. I can't hear anything. There we go. Now I can hear myself think. And that's not the object of being psychic, by the way. It's not letting your house self. You just let it come through you. So anyway, this is Robin Zodiac, and I'm here every Friday on UBN between 7 and 8 p.m. on Friday nights. And this is your show. So give me a call, 323-524-2599. And all I need is your name, where you're calling in from. And you can either ask a question, or you could just let me go with, what comes to mind. That's what it's all about. But please understand that these are sample readings. And so if you would like a more in-depth reading or you have more questions, please do call me off the air during the week. Or you can always contact me next week. But once again, let's stick to a minimal because everybody wants to, call in and get a reading from me, Robin Zodiac. So we're just going to go directly to the phones. We have a caller. Hi, caller. It's Robin Zodiac.
Hi, this is Margie.
Margie! Oh, hi!
Hey.
Hi, you sound good. Yeah. Yeah. So,
question about love and romance.
Alrighty. Okay. Well, yeah, so you had a question, or I know I won't be specific. I know pretty much, the background story, and, we connected. Some things have been popping out, predictions have seemed to take form, and then we have a bit of a setback. But, I always say when a wheel rolls down the hill to get somewhere, there's always the backwards, swings. So sometimes when those backward swings doesn't mean that you're not going to get to your final goal. So definitely feel, very strongly that your romance is on the right track. It just may appear at times that you could be, I always use the word tested, in a sense that instead of asking for reassurance or, just sitting there quietly and feeling the love energy between the two of you, sometimes it's challenged, sometimes it's tested, sometimes things are said and, the other person tries to read into it just as much as we try to read into, what they're saying. So, and especially right now, we're in Mercury retrograde and Venus retrograde, and we're going Pluto retrograde in a few weeks. So that's a lot of reading between the lines and not really getting, because our minds are affected at this time. So, but yeah. So, did you have a specific question?
The other irritating situation is the other individual.
Oh, really?
So
really? So, and this has been publicly displayed on social media, that sort of thing, or?
Just on Facebook kind of nonsense, commenting and that sort of thing.
Yeah, it's really annoying, but, there's a double-edged sword to social media. First of all, I always say fake book because it is fake. And it's everybody's personal television station. They can, say what they like or appear to be bigger than life or they have the best life, Or some people actually get on there and, complain, which is really surprising. So, anyway, being a psychic, it's just too much interference, too many twisted messages when I look at somebody's pictures or posts. I just can't handle it. I much rather prefer Twitter because Twitter's like radio. And I was just having a discussion with the owner how radio is so much better a venue than psychics. I mean, of course, you may have seen me on America's Psychic Challenge, but really that's the only show that's ever made it to mainstream media that has been popular. There was a talk show back in the 80s, and that's where Sylvia Browne, James from Prague, and some kooky blonde lady that thinks she's famous now was doing like a talk show thing. But that was back in the 80s, with Phil Donahue and those shows. So it was the times. And then, so anyway, like I was saying, Facebook, I just know personally, I temporarily had it. It's like I would post and then I would reel in my head for days trying to figure out, like I would think of my friends, like, what did they think? What did they think? What did they think? And as a psychic, it was just too much of a psychic attack, I guess you could say. So like I said, I prefer radio. But no, I told you that, this kooky one is probably around during retrograde and that it's going to come to an end. I know we've been talking about her. I think last week I said 3 weeks, and today I'm getting, by the end of the month. So we're still probably end of the month, first week of May. It does feel like you're going to see something of a disconnect. But yes, it feels like a lot of people are giving him flack about this. And I feel like in his head, he's starting to do what I did. Like, oh, my God, what are they thinking? Oh, my God, what are they thinking? So I definitely feel like he is concerned on your perception of it. But I think he's really hoping that she just goes away, just get off my page, go stalk someone else. And I'm not saying...
have to be more assertive.
Right. Well,
I really don't know,
Well, I feel like he has in his mind. Yeah, I feel like he has in his mind. He's gonna kind of take a bit of a break from everything. His work, his his gigs, his Facebook, and kind of check out for a few weeks. And I do believe he'll stay connected with you for sure. So I do believe that you will be, included in his life. And it does feel like the two of you are going to be bonding. So like I said, right now there's a lot of psychic bombardment going on with him in his mind. But yeah, I feel like it's going strong. But like I said, when you have those moments of doubt, just remember that wheel has to go backwards to get down the hill, and you're in a backward swing. But it's, part of nature. So
it's very difficult.
Very. But you are so strong, I know you very well, in a sense, but I know, your family is like most of us East Coast families, and, but you really do come from good stock. You have good self-esteem, good confidence, you're very nice to people, and so, yeah, it'll pay off in the long run. The more he puts you through, and he knows he's doing it, the more he puts you through, I guarantee you'll end up being the missus. I guarantee that. So just remember that when he's putting you through stuff, that he's testing you to see how much you really love and care about him and loyal and all this other nonsense. But you know what? You need friction in a relationship. I've always said that. It's the relationships that don't fight, that everything's easy and pleasant all the time. It's kind of milquetoast. There's not really passion, friction, fighting. I always say the best couples fight. You just got to learn to fight with a sense of humor, and you do that. So.
Well, yeah, it's right now it's kind of intermittent where we're not really,
Yeah, well, like I said, he's kind of preparing himself for a little bit of a hiatus in all areas of his life. But I get that the link between the two of you is going to get stronger. And I'm not just saying psychically. I do believe that you will be engaging more, you'll be close to him. So it may appear like he's pushing, and doing all this chaotic stuff and seeing your reactions. And I know it's frustrating. I can only imagine. But definitely feel that, it's not going to look like this in a couple more weeks. So just hang in there, Margie, okay?
Hope this weekend things like are a little more moving forward.
Yeah. You know what? I always say, just live in the moment And never leave the room regretting, oh, I wish I had said, I wish I had done. I mean, don't do anything that, your id is keeping you from doing, but, speak your mind. But I have to move on, my dear, so hopefully we'll talk this week. All right, Margie, thank you so much for calling in. All righty, have a wonderful weekend. Let me know. Okay. Alrighty, so we're going to move right along. We've got another caller. Hi, it's Robin Zodiac. Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hello?
Hi, who's this?
Oh, I'm here.
Yes, and who is I'm here? Your name?
This is Olivia.
Hi, Olivia. Where are you calling in from? Where?
Tucson, Arizona.
Tucson, Arizona. It's wow. The first thing I got was mountains. So I know Arizona's pretty flat, but there are some mountains. Are you close to mountains? Are you going on a mountain trip, or have you gone hiking on a mountain? For some reason, I got visually mountains on you.
Tucson is surrounded by mountains, so Tucson is in the valley of the mountains.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I should have known that. But are you close to a mountain, or are you going hiking? Do you have any plans of mountain hiking, anything like that?
I actually on the little foothills of.
Okay. Little foothills of. Olivia, I really want to talk to you. So, I guess our phone connection isn't the best tonight. Sometimes it's great, and sometimes it goes in and out. She's still there, right? No, I lost her. Oh, Olivia, please do call back. 323-524-2599. Like I said, I was getting a lot of visuals, and I'd love to talk with you. We're going to move right along. Hi, you're on the call with Robin Zodiac. Hello, hello. Hello.
Oh, hello?
Hi, who's this?
Oh, hi.
Who's this?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yeah, very well. Who's this?
Hey, calling back again. This is Roberta.
Oh, hi,
Colombia?
Roberta. From Colombia. Yes. Yeah, we've been talking about
maybe you could read me.
Yeah. Well, we've been talking about your grandkids. I know that. And you did mention that you were Native American, correct? You have a lot of Native American in you. Am I right about that?
Canadian.
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 Oh, okay. But no. Oh, yeah. Okay, but you're Indian, correct?
Yes.
Okay, Indian. Yeah, of course, Native American. Yes. Okay, how about Native Northern America? So, okay, great. I'll just fit that in.
Yeah.
Okay, so I am getting that you have been. I just feel like you've been doing a lot of soul searching lately. It does feel like you've been doing a lot of reflecting. It seems like you are remembering more about your youth or past experiences. It does feel like you're getting in touch with your psychic abilities also. I mean, it's very natural for Indians especially to be extremely psychic. For some reason, I always get Indians connected with snakes, symbolically. And I'm not saying that it's a bad thing, because in China it's actually a compliment. It's also the symbol of the goddess. It's I think it has a lot to do with the fact that they're on the ground and they travel in pairs. But anyway, symbolically, I was getting that. So is there any connection with you, what I had just said? Or once again, I'm lightly talking about it because I don't want to insult you, but that's what I'm getting visually. Is there a reason why? Do you have any connection? Do you like snakes, or does somebody have a pet snake? Or
No, I don't like snakes.
Not at all. Not at all.
No.
Okay, so there's nothing going on with snakes. Okay, well, maybe that's a warning. And once again, I don't know why I got that visually. I just have to put it out there because that's my responsibility to be responsible for what I'm getting and what I know. So maybe that doesn't seem like anything at all, but you'll have to call me back and tell me if you come upon one, or maybe you'll be more on alert or something around that. So just be aware that that's what I was getting visually for you. So hopefully, Nothing will happen. Maybe you'll just call back and give us a little brief story. So, did you have a specific question? I know you always ask about your grandkids. I always felt like June time period. So, did you have another question lined up?
Yes, I never heard from them, or they never came on the Easter weekend. Nothing. No hear from her about the grandkids.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? I know the last time we spoke, and I'm really sorry that you haven't heard from her as of yet. I know the last time we spoke, I got a lot of distance, and you said that they were only like 30 minutes away or so, and I felt that there was quite a bit of distance. So, I'm still feeling like there is going to be communication coming up. I am getting something technology-wise communication, so it could be a text message, it could be an email, more like a text message. There is going to be some communication and comfort coming to you. I also get a man around you, Roberta. So, are you married? Do you have a man around you? You are married. Okay.
Yes, I do.
Yes. And
Yes.
yeah, it does feel like there's comfort coming up. It says that, he's pretty stressed out about the relationship too with you, and it seems like you're longing to see them and be with them. I mean, I can only imagine what it's like to be with your parents and have that foundation or that settling feeling of just being you and being loved. And I'm sure your grandkids, are missing out on that experience too. So I do believe that your daughter, right? It's the grandkids are through your daughter. It does feel that she is softening.
Son.
Oh, the son.
Children, my son.
Oh, the son. Okay, but why am I getting the daughter-in-law? Is she the one that's kind of stubborn, or you don't know?
Yes.
Okay, because it
Yes.
does. Yeah, it felt like it was
Right,
your
ex-daughter-in-law.
daughter-in-law. Yeah, it seems like she's softening up. I really do feel so. So I don't feel the long distance that we had talked before, and obviously it was emotional. I'm feeling like there's a closer connection. I am getting interference. So once again, if I predicted sooner than June, it does feel like that's what I'm getting tonight, that, it is going to ultimately happen. In June, kids are out of school. It does feel that there is going to be some enjoyable time. Oh, another thing that I'm getting too, Roberta, it's a strong possibility that you and your husband might be looking after those kids for a long weekend, and maybe that's why I get travel or got travel when you had mentioned them before.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
what it used to be.
Okay, well, it does feel like they're coming around. It seems like they probably need a romantic getaway themselves and a break, and yes, it does feel. I mean, I know it must be difficult, to know that there's some hard feelings and not knowing exactly, why this is taking place, and I would just, really, I talk about prayer, but what I'm saying is sending good energies or good vibes, and I'm sure that you understand what I'm talking about, to her, but also to the kids, because I do believe that the kids, when they think of you, they always ask, they always want to see you. So it'll be this year. I know you've been waiting months, but it definitely, today I'm getting the number 6. So let's hope it's 6 days, but realistically, it does feel like it's going to be around June time period. 6 weeks is June. All right. So I apologize if I was inaccurate about the timing, but like I said, I am getting that it is ultimately going to happen, and I'm also getting interference with the timing, and I am getting maybe they're going to be planning a trip, and maybe they didn't want to put too much on you before they are able to discuss their plans. Maybe it's something along those lines. They didn't want to overload you, and it's no overload from your. But once again, we're Mercury retrograde. People are perceiving and thinking and reading, and it's in their heads because we're all wobbly in our minds right now. So thank you so much for calling in, and I'm glad that you kept me updated. And so let's hope that we move on to another question soon, and this one, it comes to fruition. All right, well, thank you very much. And like I said, if you hear anything snake-wise, just be alert, because that's what I got visually, and I know it doesn't make any sense, but these messages don't always make sense to me, but, they are what they are. So thank you for calling in tonight. All right.
Thank you, Robin.
My
Have a nice
pleasure.
day.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, we are...
Bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, Olivia, you're back from Tucson.
Yes, I'm back.
Hi. Yes.
I hope
Yeah.
I,
I was getting
I've
like
had,
these mountain messages, and of course you're describing Tucson. I should have known better, but I kept seeing you like going hiking. So is there plans of that? Did you say you were starting to say
no,
something? Nothing yet. Okay. Well, once again,
no, not yet.
Okay, well, once again, like I said, I saw like a group event, or it could have been, some sort of hiking I see with other people. I don't really feel it's camping, but, make sure you take a compass so it doesn't become camping. But I did see hiking right away and mountains. So, Olivia, what is your question for this evening, or did you have one?
I do have a question. I've been to meet someone so I could have at least a companionship relationship with someone.
Okay,
I go to different places.
okay.
I try to find people at different places. Anything. And it's kind of funny to me because I keep trying and nothing comes.
Okay,
What else
okay.
to do?
Well,
And
you
I
know
don't
what?
want to accept it that I can't find someone to have a companionship or relationship with.
Good. Don't accept it. You can have anything you want. The world is limitless. But I really suggest that you take a look at my ebook. We did a commercial before coming on the show. Secrets to Win a Marriage Proposal. It's on Amazon by Robin Zodiac. Secrets to Win a Marriage Proposal. It definitely gives some very creative ways or ideas to lock yourself in when meeting people, and things to do to ensure a reaction. Basically, a lot of it has to do not really with flirting, but obviously, you said you're putting yourself out there, you're going places, but actually, the key is routine. So, I definitely recommend that you get into like a class where people see you every week, same time, same place. Even if you want to go to a coffee shop every Saturday morning, let's say, and you're there for, at the same time, then people that are also in a routine, which once again, routine, discipline, living in the moment are the three things and the secrets to happiness. Then people will start talking to you, and, I know you said someone, but I also truly believe, and I can speak from experience, when you're so creatively caught up in your own thing, when you're really enjoying a hobby, a new hobby, something creative, when you're so tapped into the zone, that's when everybody bombards you and wants your attention and will go out of their way to kind of, distract you from your passion. So I would suggest, a hobby, or once again, I know this is what I'm getting, but I also feel like you can't do that, so I'm not going to mention that. But also getting to a class, whether it's yoga or a painting class, do something where you're going every week, or even a coffee shop. But I definitely recommend that you read my book, Secrets to Win a Marriage Proposal. It talks about how to maintain a relationship for a year, and by the end of the year, basically, what to do, because like I always say, actions speak louder than words. Basically what to do, the signs, the symbols, the things that you need to do to discuss, marriage, and discuss, continuing your future as a partnership. Or I always say, go for the gold, and you can always change your mind and then start over again. But I definitely recommend that you read my ebook. It has great secrets on how to cultivate and how to, because everything comes in cycles. I've mentioned this numerous times, even with relationships.
Right,
The way we relate to each other, after the first 3 months,
right.
there's a big blow up. After the six months, there's a big blow up. And then, usually you exchange titles by the 6th month. The first 6 months are the forgivable periods, which I also talk about, which means that when you do meet somebody very significant, it always seems that your exes come back to haunt you. They come back to challenge your relationship, and you have to, decide, are you going to put closure to this and move forward with the new, or are you going to put closure to the new and go back to the old with new patterns? And once again, it's an ebook about how to just, cope with the predictable. If you know it's coming, it's easier to see as a molehill than a mountain, right?
Right. I do.
Great.
This one person for over 10 years.
Okay.
But it doesn't get anywhere. It hasn't gone anywhere. It's not going to go anywhere. I think this person's just very reluctant and probably afraid to take the step forward. I have decided.
Okay,
so
well,
I need to put that aside.
I got another way to get beyond that because, I'm also a girl and I also have a lot of Aquarius in me where I can lock onto somebody and be in love with them from a distance for life. But the thing is that I always compare that person amongst a sea of men, oh, wow, find one thing that's similar. One thing. Okay, well, he looks like him from behind, or, oh, he has the same shoes, or, haven't I seen that outfit before? If you start comparing him to every single man you come in contact with, it kind of puts the big fish in a small pond as a small fish in a big sea. And then you start to unlock your focus. And then the moment you unlock your focus on this one, then he's going to say, where is she? I don't feel that psychic vibe. I don't feel her presence. I don't feel that warmth, that love, that psychic energy. Where is she? And then that's when there's a switch or a change. So, just compare him to every single person that you meet. It's really, really, once you get into the habit, it's easier to let go. But you don't have to let go. You really don't have to let go. You just need to focus more on him, but in other people. And it's amazing with the...
Well, it's unfair to me to just keep wondering, is it going to go anywhere, and it doesn't go anywhere.
Well, after 10 years...
He doesn't want to let go of me, but doesn't really either want to own a relationship either.
Yeah, that's pretty normal.
I'm wasting my energy.
I wouldn't say that.
I
wouldn't say that.
Well, he's a person.
He's a what?
I'm kind of like my brother now.
He's a Taurus, you said?
I've kind of made him like my brother now.
Oh, no.
Brother.
Yeah.
Because as far as romantically...
Well, it sounds like the two of you get along too well. You need to have some friction. You need to have some fighting. You need to have some ups and downs. You need to have, some emotional engagement. Like I say, no pain, no gain. And it sounds like the two of you are really two good friends. And I also say in my ebook, if you don't get a proposal or get married between the 2.5 and the 3-year mark, then move on. Because even psychologists will tell you it's never going to work. But I want to say thank you so much for calling in and sharing your story. And I do guarantee that you will be meeting someone. But like I said, you're pretty much locked into this guy. And yes, it's wonderful that you want to talk about him. But like I said, I want you to call me back and tell me about the 10 men that look or remind you of him. And we'll be in a different headspace then. Okay, my dear?
Fine. I will look for your book.
Thank you. I appreciate it. All right. Have a wonderful evening and weekend and week. I'll be back next week. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for calling. Okay. All right. We're going to move right along. We've got another caller. Hi, it's Robin Zodiac. Hello.
Is this me?
Yes. Hi, me.
Okay. Hi. Hi, how are you?
Good. And your name again?
Kathy.
Kathy, great. And where are you calling in from, Kathy? Kathy?
Where are you located?
I'm in Hollywood.
New Jersey?
New Jersey. Spent my summers in Cape May. Are you by Cape May?
No, not at all.
Not at all. Yeah.
I wish.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's a haunted town. But okay, so
I know.
Yeah, I know. I've actually seen things and experienced things. So, Kathy, what would you like me to focus in on? How can I help tonight? Or did you have a question?
I'm focusing on whatever comes to you.
Okay, great.
That would be the most important. That would be the most important.
I love that. Well, I have to tell you that there's a male energy around you in spirit. That's something about travel. It does feel like this, it's possible he's trying to communicate with you from the other side is what I'm getting tonight. I also feel that this was somebody, there was two men that you had to decide between, and this might be years ago. And once again, he's also saying that he's not sure if you're even going to remember him, but it says that he still is around you, that he still spends time with you. And like I said, he's crossed over. It says something about travel too. So do you have any trips coming up, Kathy, even if it's like another part of the state or like a drive?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And
Yes.
do you know who I'm speaking of? Because he keeps saying that you might not remember him. It was a while ago that he's crossed over.
No.
Okay. So, well, for some reason, it does feel like on the trip that you are going to be able to understand what I'm saying. That's what I'm getting psychically. I also feel like you have incredible psychic abilities too. It comes and goes. It definitely feels like there's a younger female around. Is this a daughter?
Yeah.
Okay. I also get that she's really, really smart. And also, she has a thirst for knowledge. So she seems older, but I keep getting school or classes or college. Is she thinking about it? Is she kicking it around in her mind? Has she talked to you about that?
Well, I have my granddaughter's in college
Okay, fabulous.
right now.
Is this the trip? Is this the trip you're going to see her? Are you going to see her?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay, for some reason, okay, your granddaughter's doing really, really well. It seems like she's going to stay in school for a while. So let's hope it's because she wants to be a doctor or, it definitely says that she wants to help people, but she also wants to be extremely successful. And she's very ambitious. Even though she comes across to me as a very sweet spirit, it does feel like she is a very strong young lady. Also, Kathy, I am picking up work, but I also feel that that's not what you really want me to talk about. So I see some interferences with work. So are you thinking about going back to work, or are you in between jobs, or it says that there's some interference with work?
No, I'm retired.
That's what I thought. But it does feel like there's going to be some work opportunities coming up. But, I've talked about this before on previous shows, and I know sometimes I sound like a broken record, but this is what I'm getting. It seems like you're going to be doing something of enjoyment, like either putting an event together or putting something together, or it's kind of like fun work. It's actually there's a goal or a deadline date or something that you're headed towards. But like I said, it's something, I don't even want to call it work, but it does feel like there's some sort of goal that you're going to be working towards and completing and just, feeling really good about. But yes, I did see something also around, do you have family in the military or anything like that? I'm also getting government. So do you have any relatives in government or military? Okay.
No.
Well, that's coming up tonight too. So maybe that's what I saw, that there's some sort of connection with this event. So maybe you're being invited to the governor's house. You have to tell me why I got
doubt
government. I know. I don't think you'd go. And if you did, you'd probably go with your, bare feet and, hippie self. Laid back self. No offense. But to me, that's a compliment. Someone calls me a hippie, but laid back self. But no, but I saw something like that coming up. Like I said, I know it sounds bizarre, but I got to tell you what I got. And you'll have to get back with me and tell me what it all means, Sometimes, and a lot of times I have to tell you, with these shows and little segments of readings and things like that, I know because I've been on the other end at times, you walk away, oh, now I understand what they were trying to say. Oh, now it's starting to fit in, so that's what I'm getting. So you have to get back with me and tell me what all this means. But that's what I'm getting tonight. So, Kathy, it was such a pleasure. I really enjoyed your energy. And yeah, it seems
okay, thank you.
My pleasure. And you'll have to tell me who this gentleman is, because like I said, he kept saying travel. He kept saying that you had a choice between him and another man when you were young, and he's now, crossed, and something about travel. So he was giving me those details. So you'll have to get back with me and tell me if you have that epithea. Okay, my dear? All righty. Do we have more callers? Yay! Wow. Hi, you're on the air with Robin Zodiac. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Hi. Who's this?
Hi.
Who's this?
Alexandra, I'm calling Alexandra.
Hi.
Hello?
Yes, where are you calling in from?
Hi.
Yes.
I'm calling
Uh-huh.
Jersey.
New Jersey also. Wow, getting a lot of Jersey girls. Okay, great, great.
Yeah, I hear the reading and
Okay, great. I'm glad you called in.
reading with Kathy.
Oh, you're a
I'm
friend of
glad too
Kathy.
that we get
Oh,
connected.
oh, fabulous, fabulous.
Yeah.
Do you know Kathy that I just hung up
Well, I
with?
have a lot.
Or did you just, because
No, I
sometimes,
just heard she's from Jersey too.
oh, okay, 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 great. Okay, great. Yeah, what would you like me to look into? How can I help?
I have a lot of questions,
Sure.
but I'm gonna leave it to you. I have a
Thank
lot
you.
of things that's very important to me.
Okay.
I've been stuck a long time,
Uh-huh.
but well, my life is not straight up the way I would like to be.
Right, right,
But
right.
I have two questions.
Okay.
One is the love life,
Okay.
and the other one, it's like if I'm gonna be unstuck soon, or if I have to still on the waiting for to change my life.
Well,
Well,
yeah,
it's a lot of details, but
yeah,
I
no,
guess you pick up
I,
something.
you know what? I get that you're a very, very sweet natured, but I also get you are fiery. You can just like,
Yes.
stir up the energy in the room and like walk away, haha, and then everybody's like, what just hit us? So when you said that you feel stuck, I didn't feel like you were stuck at all. Actually, when you said love life, I got 3 men right away around you that I feel want your attention. Maybe
Wow.
yeah, maybe you're not interested in them or even paying attention to that. They're noticing you. But yeah, I didn't feel that you were stuck. And the thing is, you said that you want change. And you know what? The only way change will happen is that you gotta realize that you need to work on yourself. You need to evolve and you need to change. I've said this before. Michael Jackson said it first that or he said it in the song. Look at the man in the mirror, and if you change, then everybody else is going to change around you. So yeah, you said that you felt stuck. I feel like the way people treat you is that because of your fiery energy. I mean, like I said, you're a sweetheart and a half. You would give your shirt off your back to anybody. But I feel like people misperceive you because you have this fiery energy about you. You just you remind me of Gloria on Modern Family in a sense that you're much more clever than her, but I'm not saying that. But it's just like, she's always like center of attention, and it seems like the rest of the family kind of tiptoes around Gloria. That's what I got from you, too. It seems like people are tiptoeing around, and you feel stuck when they're actually stuck. So, yes, if you want change and you want to feel unstuck, there's a lot of ways to do it. The first thing I would say is write down the things that you want. That if you don't know what you want, then it's not going to come to you. And like I had said earlier with one of the readings, is that life is limitless. You can have anything that you desire. If it's love, you can have love. If it's, money, you can have money. If it's, living, somewhere, you can make it happen.
I feel, sorry to interrupt. I feel lonely because, every attempt I do to feel close to people, I don't know, I feel like it's this like curtain of energy blocking. It's
Right.
hard for me to connect.
Right. Well, I'm trying to
Understand
be nice
people
about
more.
it. So I'll just give it to you straight. People are scared of you because they don't understand you, because you are a very soft-hearted, very loving, very giving person. Like I said, I feel it as a psychic, but other people, once again, like I said, I don't mean to compare you to a fictitious TV actress, but it seems like everybody perceives you totally opposite. Like they take one look at you and they size you up, and that's their perception. So like I said, you can change the energy around you. I've talked on many, many shows about tapping, EFT tapping, which is emotional feeling techniques, emotional freeing techniques, tapping. You can do that every day. It transforms your life. I guarantee that. You'll see changes. Another thing too, I've recommended my book to earlier caller, Secrets to Win a Marriage Proposal, Robin Zodiac on Amazon. But there's another incredible book that I think that you would really enjoy, because I do believe that you're very psychic, and like you said, you feel like a curtain. Yeah, people are putting up walls because they think you're unpredictable. You're not predictable. You're very loyal. You're very loving. You're very sweet. Like I said, I got to give it to you straight, and I'm not trying to hurt your feelings. I'm just trying to alert you.
No.
Okay. The other book is The Magic of Believing by Claude Bristol. It's very boring the half through, but I guarantee by the time you put that book down, you can have anything you put your mind to, and I guarantee that. It's an amazing self-help book. I've read so many of them, but that's the one that really does create magic. It's called The Magic of Believing. It's about a journalist that was in World War II, and he basically writes why some people survive and some don't. And it's all about the mind and the thinking. And it's really about quantum physics, to tell you the truth. It's just, once again. So, yeah, but it does feel like you already know what I'm talking about. But, when you said you feel stuck, it does feel like the people around you aren't getting you. And that's why you feel the walls, because you just haven't connected.
Nobody.
Right. Well, nobody yet.
And sometimes it's hard.
Nobody yet. Yes, I understand. But that's why I'm saying you need to read the book, The Magic of Believing, because I guarantee you won't be calling my show saying that again. So I definitely feel like that's a really, really good book. I mean, it's my Bible. That's my Bible in life. It's an amazing book. And also, once again, Secrets to Win a Marriage Proposal definitely talks about, like I said, you do have the right elements to have a very healthy relationship. You need fire, you need friction, you need fighting. But like I said, you have to learn how to fight fair and with a sense of humor is always best. But not everybody laughs wants to laugh when they're feeling that frustration. Some people are different, so you have to learn people for, their idiosyncrasies. Just as much as I feel like people aren't giving you a chance, they already size you up. And that's pretty much what's going on when you said you're stuck. It's not that you're stuck; everybody else around you's stuck. So, but yes, you can evolve. You can
I
change.
try hard.
Yeah, I can tell. You're a really, really good person, and not many people are recognizing that. As a psychic, I mean, I see it as clear as day, but I can tell you, it's pretty intimidating. That much love, that much loyalty, that much commitment. I mean, it's unfathomable to people that aren't tapped in, that aren't empathic, that ignore their psychic abilities, and then they just size you up from their logic, and they don't get it. So that's pretty much what's going on. But it can be changed. Yes, and like I said, I don't mean to hurt your feelings, but you're asking for some help, and I'm just trying to, nudge you along to, do some more work and maybe, circulate in new circles. But I do see better things ahead. So thank you, Andrea. I really appreciate you calling in tonight.
Thank you so much. I will.
All right, my dear. All right, we're going to move on to the next caller. We have one more call, and then I have to wrap it up. So, caller, do you have a quick question for me tonight? First of all, who is
my name's Daryl.
Hi, Meryl, huh?
Hi.
Yes?
Hello? With the D.
Oh, Daryl.
Like Daryl Hannah.
Daryl Hannah. Wow. I have two brothers named Daryl. Isn't that funny?
Oh, wow.
Have you ever seen the Bob Newhart show? The Bob Newhart show? You know the joke?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I have a niece named Daryl, and we get hit with that all the time.
I know. I told Bob Newhart that. I met him back in August, and I said, you always come up in my life. And he says, why? I said, because I have two brothers named Daryl. And he gave it a nice little chuckle. So how can I help tonight? Yeah.
I'm just curious of, I want to move. I'm retired and I moved back to New York and I don't want to be here anymore and I want to move. I'd like to find peace, harmony, what does anything look like? I lost someone very close to me in my life and it's just kind of like holding me back.
Yeah, it's really hard. Sometimes it takes years before you're able to let go of it. And you never really do, but I'm just saying, like, the pain and you'll be driving down the street and bust out crying. I know. But, yeah, for some reason I got south. Of course, a lot of New Yorkers retired always go to Florida. But for some reason, I really felt that that there was another state and somebody else that was drawing you south. But I didn't feel it was as far as south as Florida. So I have to ask you, do you know anybody in North Carolina or in Georgia, Atlanta?
Oh, God. Yes, my granddaughter.
Oh, good. She's in North Carolina.
And my granddaughter lives there. She just moved there.
Fabulous, fabulous.
She's 13.
Wow, that's fabulous, fabulous. Well, once again, I did see you, making a move down there. When you said, I'm not happy, I want to move. I saw a home. So I do believe that North Carolina, first of all, it's one of the most beautiful states. And if you're retired, you don't really have to worry about income so much that you could, you could buy a beautiful home. I mean, maybe not a big luxurious home, but, I saw you buying a home and I did get that area. And for some reason, I did get a connection with Atlanta, but it could be because of a friend, or it could be that you're traveling there, or having some fun there. But yes, I did get North Carolina pretty quickly. That it was going to be a very, very happy time for you, and that being around family is very, very important. And once again, like I always say, get involved in some classes, stay in your creative mind. And don't get lonely. Loneliness is a killer. I'm not saying anything's going to happen to you. Yeah, don't get lonely. Yeah. It's really, really tough, though.
It is. Yeah. And even though I am around a lot of family here, I'm still lonely.
Right.
It's a weird situation. And I really miss being... That's,
You really miss being what? With someone?
In a relationship with someone, yes.
Right.
Boyfriend or anything,
Right.
And that's kind of hard.
Yeah, it is, but, sometimes, there's different degrees of love and acceptance and understanding, but, this felt like it was a very, very deep love that you lost, and, once again, I just keep getting that those were the happiest times of his life too, just as much as yours. And I do see success and happiness ahead. I do feel like you're going to meet somebody. And yes, I mean, if your heart's telling you it's time to go and move and start a new life, it's because you're being drawn to a new relationship. So I'm glad you called tonight. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
My pleasure. All right. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend.
Thank you.
My pleasure. All righty. Thank you. Okay, we're going to wrap up the show. I want to say goodbye to Chris and Godfrey. They're going back to New York. And so anyway, but thank you guys so much. These have been some of the best shows I've done. And believe me, I've been doing radio for a long time. You guys are the best. I think it might be the fact that you are all connected and, even including Lindsay, like connected, I've said this before, we're all connected. Every plant, every animal, every person, we're all connected. But I really feel like your generation coming up, and happy birthday, Godfrey. It seems like, yay, you guys get it. You guys get it. Okay, bye.
Psy-chic.com has worldwide users instant messaging, reading blogs, romance stories, posting pictures, getting recipes, playing games, buying, selling, psychic readings, reviewing, and much more. Interact at psy-chic.com.
Psychic Robin Zodiac has talent of ESP abilities to predict your future in accurate detail. Robin Zodiac has authored many advised books, and you can interact at psy-chic.com. Clients call Robin at 877-924-4783 for a $3 a minute reading.
Breaking news on famous celebrity psychic Robin Zodiac, also known as Psychic Mom, and her order of business of her Secrets to New You Love ebook series on Amazon, to her live call-in Friday night show on UBNradio.com between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. California time, to her interactive lifestyle website www.psy-chic.com, which is the word psychic with a dash in the middle. That's psy-chic.com, to her in-person psychic readings at her Culver City studio. So log on now to psy-chic.com for more information about your accurate psychic reading with Robin Zodiac today.